those cows had to eat that particular spot of grass. I'm sure that these cows had to eat right now. I'm sure they had many important appointments later, leaving them no choice but to eat during this particular 11-minute period.
Bobby, 3 cows have walked into the shot. I think it's pretty noticeable.
Really, Craig? What makes you say it's noticeable?
Well, everybody noticed.
Jeff,
Listen to me. Just relax.
the sun is setting seemingly faster than it's ever set, Jeff.
You might be able to salvage some of the ending footage and fudge around with the continuity of the sunset.
Yeah, if the cows move, if they move out of the shot.
Right?
Yeah, and if they don't,
You're screwed.
what's going on, God? Why are you doing this to me, God? Just move the cows, God. What's the big deal? Move the cows 75 yards to the left, God. I'm not kidding. I'm at a real complete. I don't know what you want me to do, God. Are you even... Wait. What are they doing? They're bobbing their heads up and down. Does that mean they're getting ready to leave? Do you think that means they're ready to leave?
I'm not a livestock psychologist, Rob. I don't know if the cows seem ready to leave.
I think they seem about ready to leave.
Craig, on the other hand, has a very strong sense that the cows will be leaving soon.
Would you look at those guys just trotting by the cows like they're not even there, doing exactly the way we did in rehearsal? You'd think one of those guys would say, I'm supposed to be imitating real life. Right now I'm playing a Marine on the way back to the barracks. There's a cow. If I were a Marine on the way back to the barracks, I don't think it was so much strange to see a cow on my way back. You think one of them would say, hey, I'm supposed to be using my surroundings. I should use what's going on both internally and externally. But no, you think one of them would somehow acknowledge that they're running past 3 cows on their way down the hill.
Should I call down to Michael?
Please.
What should I tell them?
Well, tell Michael to tell whoever's left on the hill that the scene now involves 3 cows. Tell him to tell whoever's left up there not to ignore the cows. It only makes us look stupid.
I left my walkie-talkie on the deck.
Go! Wait, hold it. The actors have discovered the cows. They're now acting with the cows. They're doing bits of business with the cows. I hate those cows. You know what I think? I don't think it's as big of a problem as we thought it was.
Truly, Robert, that's the attitude you gotta have.
You want to know why? I don't think anyone's going to notice the cows. Well, sure, they're going to notice the cows. I mean, they're going to see 3 cows in silhouette while 694 Marines file back to their barracks after spending the most difficult day of their lives playing war games. I mean, sure, they're going to see the cows, but I don't think they're going to find that strange.
You don't?
No.
Why not?
Why should they? They're just cows. What's the big scream? Everyone's seen cows. They're cows.
On a Marine compound in Guam?
You think anyone is going to pick up on that?
Oh, I hope so. Because if they just sat through a 2-hour movie and they don't know that it took place on a Marine compound in Guam, hell, I think we could put Rocky and Bullwinkle out there. It won't make a difference.
I don't know. Call it instinct. I don't think anyone's going to find that strange.
I find it a little strange. You find it strange.
I find it strange.
Craig finds it strange. You want to talk about playing to your lowest common denominator.
Craig? You find it strange?
Pretty strange, yeah.
Okay. Here's what I want you to do. I want you to call down to Hillary, have her talk to the Schenectady police. They're still here, right?
Yeah.
Good. Have the Schenectady police shoot the cows.
Bobby.
Call.
Craig, stop. Bobby, you can't have the police officers shoot the cows.
Why not?
Why not? For about 10 different reasons.
I don't have time for 10. Give me one.
You can't kill cows to make a movie.
We kill cows to make hamburgers. Why can't we kill cows to make a movie? What's the difference?
What's the difference between food and a movie? Are you serious?
Okay, they don't have to kill the cows. They don't have to shoot to kill. Just drop them. Just wound them for crying out loud. I'm running out of time.
Fine. Allow me a very quick hypothetical. Let's assume that the Schenectady police officers carry pistols that can actually fire 3/4 of a mile. And that the same officers are accurate enough at that range to actually be able to wound and not kill a cow. Fast forward a year. Now don't you think, now come on, don't you think that even the people who don't find it a little strange that cows have wandered into Guam are going to be a little perplexed when for no apparent reason the cows fall to the ground?
You're right.
I know.
You're right. You're 100% right.
So just relax. The cows will leave, you'll edit the footage, and the scene was too long anyway, so.
We've been looking at this so long. Look at the cows and tell me what you see.
The cows?
Yeah.
They look like cows.
Yeah. Other than cows. What do they look like other than cows?
I don't understand.
I'm asking you to look at the cows and tell me what you see other than cows.
I'm sorry, Bobby. I'm drawing a blank. I'm looking at the cows, and the only thing leaping out at me is that they look like cows.
Don't you think they look a little off in the distance? They're in silhouette. Like tanks?
Tanks?
Yeah, Sherman tanks. They look a little like Sherman tanks.
No.
Okay, well, what do you think they look like?
I think they look like cows.
They're not cows. Cows aren't an option. They're not cows.
But they are cows, and they look like cows, which only makes sense because they're cows.
Jeff, I'm asking you to be emotional and not intellectual for once. I'm asking you to use your imagination, to reach back in your mind's eye and tell me what you see when you look at those cows other than cows.
You want me to be emotional and not intellectual.
Yes, for once, for me.
I see love, Rob. I see children playing freeze tag in a sunny meadow. I see Fifth Avenue at Christmas time. I see a rainy Sunday afternoon by the fireplace. I see a man at peace with himself.
Billy, kids playing freeze tag.
I see cows, Bobby.
You don't think they look like tanks?
Rob, you're out of control.
I'm in complete control. I can make this work. Look, if you just squint your eyes and sort of blur things up a little bit, yeah, I swear they look like tanks. And no one's going to find that strange. I mean, tanks on a marine compound are fine. You don't think I'm right?
No.
Why?
Because I think that when the ushers in the theater ask the audience to squint their eyes just a little bit, and some of the audience is going to hold out. And I think that some of the audience, just for curiosity's sake, are not going to squint their eyes just a little. I think that the critics will not squint their eyes a little. And those people, the people who choose not to play along, will think that those Sherman tanks look like cows. And they'll be right.
I'm not saying that we tell the audience to squint their eyes, Jeff. I'm not saying we have some guy going around a dark theaters telling the audience to squint now.
What are you saying?
We have footage of tanks. We have feet and feet of footage of tanks. I can just keep cutting to footage of tanks every couple of frames, 3, 4, 5 frames a second. I'll just cut to the footage of tanks. The audience will be subliminally convinced they're looking at tanks.
Rob.
They'll be subliminally convinced.
Because you showed them pictures of tanks every once in a while, they're going to think that those cows are Sherman tanks?
Yes.
audience is.
Idiots, Jeff. I think the vast majority are lazy, stupid idiots who I believe can be convinced by a clever enough director with enough footage at his disposal that 3 cows are in fact Sherman tanks.
Well, you're wrong. And the only person who thinks that those cows are anything but cows is you.
Jeff? Craig? What do those cows look like to you?
Those cows?
No, not those cows. Craig, the other cows. Yes, those cows.
I just didn't understand the question.
Craig, what do those cows, the cows in the middle of our shot, what do they look like to you?
You know, it's funny, but I was just thinking that with the way that they kind of bob up and down while they eat,
Yeah, Craig?
well, you could really only make them out in the shadow.
Craig.
I was thinking that they look a little bit like boats.
Boats.
Yeah, boats, tied from mooring, bobbing up and down at the mooring.
Do either of you have any sense of size? Do either of you have any sense of shape or proportion? Do either of you understand that a boat and a tank and a cow are 3 different things, or is it like anything that can move is just lumped into one big pile?
No, but we are filmmakers. We don't lock ourselves into conventional notions and labels. We allow ourselves the freedom to explore and communicate our surroundings. We don't follow the world around into little shoeboxes and label them black and white.
Those are cows, Bobby.
How do you know? Craig says they're boats.
I said they look like boats.
They look like cows. They walk like cows. They eat like cows. They're cows. Accept that fact. I wouldn't lie to you. Boats float, tanks have guns, and cows are standing right there. And they're noticeable. So you can swim from now till Tuesday, and they'll still be cows.
All right, you're right. You're right. They're cows. They're cows. They'll have to remain cows. I thought there'd be some